There, my friends. So that last video I just did, which is a 1-minute teaser, that, I got to do it in under a minute because of the shorts. But this one's going to be a little bit longer because I really want to talk about this. The Alaska Air pops up, right, on my news feed. And the Motley Fool does an article about it, and it's talking about how great the stock has recovered and how it's going to go higher and all this sort of thing. And this was one of those stocks that during the pandemic I was really looking at because it was one of those 3 airlines that was almost guaranteed to survive. It had a good bottom line. It had some cash in reserve. It looked like it was healthy. It wasn't going to do a lot of foreign travel when it came back. It was mostly domestic travel. So if the vaccines rolled out the way they did, they actually ended up doing, the recovery for like tourism and passenger air in the United States was going to be the first thing to recover. So they were well suited to that because they had those routes established. Well, now the stock is up from where it was trading. Here, let me pull it up. In the this time last year was trading in 30s and low 40s. And I thought, wow, this is a real easy double. Like this could totally double. But I never pulled the trigger on it because the headwinds against it were so big. Like there was no idea. There was like, government bailout money, and there was like, they were talking about that. They were talking about what if like the pandemic goes on for another full year? What if it never recovers? There was all these things that were heading against it. Plus the time span that the money was going to be in there in order to double was going to be, over a year, I thought. So, well, it's not quite at double where those prices were, but it certainly looks like it could achieve that in the near future. And here's the lesson that I need to learn. What I need to do is not beat myself up about when I see good news for stocks that I did not grab, because I either grabbed something else that was even lower hanging fruit and it was easier money and it made more sense. I have to remember, because my memory will tell me, oh, remember when you were looking at that stock, you should have bought it. But there were good reasons why I did not select this stock. And now the valuation is almost double where I was looking at it before. But for whatever reason, my brain still has an attachment to this name. Well, it is a completely different picture now, because do I believe that Alaska Air Group is going to go from 63 to like 130, 129? I don't at this point. So that's just me. I'm not telling you what to do. But what I'm doing is talking about this as an example of what, as an investor, I feel like I need to do, which is let things go. Let those old ideas go. Now, if this drops back down to like a reasonable level and I start to see a possibility, then yeah, I'll look at that. But, these are the things that kind of plague me as an investor. So if you have similar thoughts, put it in the comments below and smash like for me, because that helps me super much. And we can get the word out there and we can help each other to learn from each other's mistakes, lessons, anxieties, worries. These are the things that plague us as an investor. Our best tool is our brain. Our worst tool is our brain. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's our heart. Because when we start to have emotions about these things, that's when we start to make bad decisions. Peter Lynch said that the most important organ for an investor is not your brain, it's not your heart, it's your stomach. You have to be able to stomach the ups and downs once you make a decision and choose a course of action. Well, have a great day. See if you can help me by pressing like. Take care.